Another way to look at this is the entrepreneurial spirit. Now, before you guys go off on a tangent, this is not about helping your employees start their own business. It's not about helping them start that next startup. But it is about the way they think about the work. But see, most of the time, this entrepreneur spirit is what created the business in the first place. Taking the right risk, looking for opportunity, seizing the moment, being resourceful. And those are all qualities that the entrepreneurs have. Imagine you walked into work and the people in your team were innovating without being told they had to innovate. They were creating value because they knew that's what they wanted to do. And they were resourcefulness. We all have to do things with less budgets. And this is about having that entrepreneur spirit. One great example of that is I was talking to a director at a Fortune 500 brand in the hospitality industry, and I can't mention their name, but I was talking to them about this entrepreneur spirit, and he shared this story with me about a project he was working on to get this mobile application into the marketplace. And it was a very important project. It was kind of a test bed, but IT department wasn't paying attention. Anyone ever had someone else, blocking you? So he's thinking to himself, what would I do if I owned this business, this little piece, this project? And he said, well, I would put traffic at it, so IT would have to pay attention. And that's exactly what he did. He figured out how he could use his own money to put traffic at it. He didn't go to get approval. He didn't do this stuff. And I know that a lot of people go, well, maybe we don't do that in our company. But he wanted to take a calculated risk. He was willing to risk his own money. That's the entrepreneur spirit. Now, you may be thinking that's a little bit weird or unsettling to encourage people to have this entrepreneur spirit and this sense of ownership. But I want to remind you that this is the way things are within our work. And one example of this happens to be when you actually learned how to dance. So I'm going to ask you to dance, but before anybody has any fear, we're not going to do this kind of dancing. I hear some nervous laughter over here. It's like, where's this guy going with this, right? We're not going to churn the butter, right? We're not going to do any of the dancing that we did in my high school, but we are going to go way back to the beginning. You ready to go on a journey with me? I remember walking into my middle school the very first time with the lights out, tables pushed over to the side, these chairs were stacked over here. I walked in, the girls were over here congregating, not talking to anyone else but themselves. The guys didn't know what to do. They're just standing around not talking to anybody. You were there, right? When someone finally got the courage to find this way to their first partner dance, you know which one I'm talking about, right? Stand up with me. Here we go. Everybody. That first partner dance, there's no official name to it. I have named it the sway. So you go back and forth, right? Right? Do it with me now. We're back and forth. You don't know what to do with your body, so you got your butt sticking out. Your hands are in an odd situation. Up too high is weird. Down low is too creepy. I won't go there. Okay, you guys can sit down. The reason I bring that up is because it's awkward. But you have to go through those awkward moments to get to where you really wanted to go. You really wanted to be able to dance like Dirty Dancing. Maybe not. But leadership is the same thing. If you always avoid those uncomfortable situations like Brene talked about, you're not going to grow, and your team's not going to grow either. That's what this is about.